and welcome to the first segment of Muscle Memory. Now for this segment, we're going to be talking about ectomorphs. If you don't know what an ectomorph is, well, I'll give you the definition of an ectomorph. A person with a lean and delicate body build. In layman's terms, it's those that are scrawny or skinny, the ones that just don't have much fat and they're very not muscly at all, no muscle on their body. Now we're going to be talking about nutrition, daily life, workouts for the ectomorph to be able to build muscle and to be able to define your body to the way you want. Now first things first, workouts, ectomorphs, you need to know one main thing about your workouts. If you do sports, they're not going to help. It's going to really keep losing that fat, and you don't need to lose any more fat. That's huge. You need to gain fat. Ectomorphs need to gain weight, but mostly they want to gain muscle. When you want to gain muscle, what do you need? Well, you need nutrition, proper workouts, and rest. Ectomorphs are known to be somewhat fatigued after workouts, and they need to recover longer than an endomorph, which is someone that can build muscle really easily, or they're already really big and they need to lose weight. All right, as I was saying before, if you play sports, try and cut down on sports, try and cut down on running, jogging, because we're gonna try and build you up first before we get to cutting fat. Now, obviously you don't need to cut fat right now, that'll be later. So for your workouts, what you need to do is really heavy weights. Heavy weights, low reps, and long rest periods. Now what that means, if I was doing dumbbell curls, right? I would use a really heavy weight. I would do between 6 and 12 reps, and I need it to be that weight to where 6 and 12 reps is hard, almost to fail. And then after I'm done with that, you're gonna rest between 1 and 2 minutes. Now that's huge, because you need that rest time as an ectomorph to be able to recover. Now same thing with all your other workouts. You want to do heavier weights, longer rest periods, and then you don't want to overwork your muscles, because as ectomorphs that will just make it worse. Now as for nutrition, one key thing for ectomorphs is you need calories. You need to gain more weight, and the way to do that is to eat more calories. If you wanted to gain, let's say, 1 or 2 pounds a week, you would have to be eating 1,000 to 2,000 more calories per day on top of your normal nutrition. Now the best way to do that is with a mass builder supplement. This, for example, is called Creatine Mass 10,000. I know the name sounds very odd, but the way Creatine Mass 10,000 helps so much, I know it has creatine in the name, and we'll talk about that later, but it's its calories. Now its serving size is 4 scoops. So you'd probably have 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And that's about 1,000 calories. Now, you need to know, not just eating a bunch more, not just eating a lot, not just eating a lot of calories, because if you're not eating the right calories, it's not gonna help. And it's those nutritional calories that really help you build faster. In addition to calories, it also has creatine. Now people say creatine, I don't use creatine, I don't want to get bloated, I don't want to be those guys that drink creatine, get filled with water, they're big, and then it drains later. But the thing you need to know about creatine is actually your body makes creatine. Your body makes about 50% of creatine that your body actually needs, and taking creatine as a supplement actually helps for the rest of the creatine that your body would need so you can build muscles better. Technically super hydrates your muscle cells. It puts water in your muscle cells for when working out. That really helps your muscles build. Now, obviously when you're taking creatine, if it's filling your muscles with water, you gotta drink a lot more water. Also, in addition to the creatine and the good calories, is protein. It doesn't have very much protein, but it has 45 grams in those 4 scoops. Now, protein is huge if you're trying to gain weight. If you're trying to gain weight, protein. Now, in addition, I used to be scrawny. I can show you this before picture. I used to be scrawny, I didn't work out, I didn't know what to do. But once I found out the tricks, I would take Creatine Mass 10,000. This helped with the mass. And it has some protein in it, but not enough to my liking. The protein you should be having per day is pretty simple. You should have at least 1 to maybe 2 grams per pound of body weight. Now let's say I weigh 150 pounds. I should be having at least 150 grams of protein per day. Now what I do is I take the creatine mass 10,000. It's got the good calories, got the creatine and a little bit of protein. Now on top of that, sometimes I'll mix in whey protein. Whey protein is really good. One scoop, okay, one rounded scoop is 24 grams of protein. Now you can have 2 or 3 of those in one shake. That's a lot of protein. That's really good. If you have a few of these in the day, that's really good. Building on that protein intake is what you want. Now with these 2 supplements, you can see some serious gains, but you don't want to just take this. You got to get those other nutrients from like chicken, beef, because those are good proteins. You don't want to leave those out. Now moving on to rest. Now other than longer rest periods from your workouts, you got to get good sleep. If you're not getting good sleep, you're not giving your body enough time to recover, to rebuild those muscles. When you work out, ectomorphs, so huge, heavy weights, it's hard to do, and the next day, you're gonna be sore, but that's a good thing. Soreness is a good sign. If you did arms one day and it's sore the next day and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good thing, I should work them again. No, you have to do different body sections every day. One day you could do arms, the other day you could do back or legs or abs or chest. There's a lot of different sections of your body that you need to work out. You don't want to forget your legs. There's a lot of people that don't know how to work their legs or don't want to. Don't skip leg day. It hurts, but it will be worth it in the end. If you skip leg day, you're gonna look funny. You're gonna look funny in the end. You're gonna have this huge upper body and then like skinny legs, and it's gonna be weird. You don't want that. All right, that about sums it up for this segment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you subscribe, because then you can get our later videos and they're gonna be great. It's great information. Thanks for watching Muscle Memory.